I got ghosted. Yep. A few of you have been in my DMs. A few of you have been like, so what's the update? Now, what's the update from the date? There is no update. Never saw that guy again. And I got full on ghosted. Actually, to the point where I thought this man might have died. That's what I thought. I genuinely thought maybe something went wrong because we were texting throughout the day and then it went silent. So let's give you the rundown. Make a cup of tea if you need to now. Pause it and come back, all right? Because it's a little story time. So I had our date, right? I thought the date went well. I had a great time. Communication afterwards, I noticed that there was an immediate change in energy and communication, which is fair enough. But I thought, let me just observe, because I know what I can be like. I can be a bit, I can overanalyze, overthink, can be a bit anxious. I said, let me just sit back. Let me just observe what's going to happen. Anyways, the text started to feel a bit robotic. It was like he was just checking in. Good morning. Hope you have a good day. What did you have to eat? Good night. Just, those very robotic messages. So I sent a very graceful message. All I said was, I appreciate these check-ins. I appreciate the messages, but I prefer phone calls, FaceTimes, and actual dates. I made sure I wrote the message in a way not to be like, why the F you texting me? Because I did appreciate the text, but I was like, if we're trying to build something, like a phone call every now and again would be great. Cool. I thought that was received well from his message back. I thought it was received well. He said he would do that going forward. Cool. So I just said, call me when you're free. I guess he's not free. I guess he's been busy since then, because since that message, I haven't received a text message, a phone call, FaceTime, nothing, no communication. He was actually supposed to get back to me Sunday just gone to let me know what our plans were for this week, because I'm child free, and heard nothing. So usually I get in my ego sometimes, right? I'm like, that's it. I'm not messaging, blah, blah, blah. But I thought, no, we are on a healing journey. We are growing. We are doing better. So I reached out.
This is a really good creator by the name of Natalie Vanessa. So I've seen her on Instagram and TikTok. She's a divorced single mom. And it's really not my sort of content, but I like her. She's an elegant lady. She's pretty. She's sophisticated and things like that. So one thing I did like is the fact that she's talking about how she wants to be communicated to. Don't just do the bare minimum. I like to FaceTime. I want to talk on the phone and text. Me, I hate talking on the phone if I don't have to. FaceTimes, I'm not really with that. The dates is okay. But she did notice that the energy changed after the date. So what the dude was just doing hey, the bare minimum. Like I said, she's kid free on this certain day. So it might have been hey, I'll go out with you. You got kids, it's no problem. But then I think that what happens with a lot of single moms, this is not everybody, but a lot of dudes don't want to just be investing and liking you when they know you're not going to be free, you're not going to be available. And that's kind of how it is if you date a single mom, right? You're like, oh, she's nice, but she's not going to be free, she's not going to be available, and just starting to build up with that. I got to get to know her kids and everything like that. So it's all right, let me just move on, but I kind of just keep her there and whatever, right? Let's hear part 2.
So I reached out to give him the opportunity to respond, because maybe something happened. Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe something happened, okay? So I just said, look, haven't heard from you. Communication's gone dead. It's absolutely fine if you don't want to continue this. Just let me know where we stand. Radio silence. So that was my answer, guys. That was clarity for me to say, shut the book and keep moving. The shocking thing now is that he still watches my stories. And I'm in two minds. As I'm making this video, he's still on my stories viewing them. I'm in two minds if I should block him or not. I don't know. I'll make a decision. I also don't care if he sees this because, yeah, basically got ghosted after, I don't even think he made it to 2 weeks. Listen, you have to laugh at this stuff. You really do. Because I'm like, was it that deep? You didn't want to talk to me on the phone. Like, just say, I'm not really a phone call kind of person. Like, is it that deep to ghost? Please. You're probably thinking, how do you feel now? Initially, I'll be honest, as if anyone's been ghosted, you're like, what? You're confused. You're trying to piece together the dots. You're thinking, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? But the reality is, ladies, if anyone ghosts you, it's always a reflection on them. Okay? Fair enough if you didn't want to continue things with me. Fair enough. But be an adult.
Right.
And say how you feel.
Right.
Even in a text message. All right? There's no excuse to ghost. Like, we're in our 30s. Like, we're actually all grown. So if someone ghosts you, it's really a reflection on them.
Right.
And what you should do, sis, is not spend time trying to decipher what did you do wrong, what could you have done better, leave them where they're at. They wanted to remove themselves, so let them be gone and continue on. Because I'm not going to let someone stop me from potentially finding love. We don't react emotionally. We see it. I feel my emotions, and then we keep it moving, all the way stepping. So that's where we're at. Back to square one, ladies. Stay safe in those streets. I'm staying safe. I'm doing me. And you know what? Natalie's not going to be broken. Like, Natalie's not going to be broken by any man. I promise you that. Okay? Love you guys.
She broke as hell. Like, she's a nice lady, too. I really feel like I like her content. And shout out to her. Check her out on Instagram. It has to suck. Let me just say, the person is not responding to you, but they're watching your stuff on WhatsApp. Like, I hate that too. Or they're watching your stories. It's like, come on, man. You don't want to deal with the chick no more, or you don't want to go forward with the chick. Maybe you were like trying to play the long game. And hey, it's not just women who can play the long game. Women can play the long game too. Like, you're not interested in the guy, at least right now, or you were interested, now you're not. So you want to kind of keep the guy around because he has money, or you never know what it might be. A lot of women do that, but a lot of men do that. We play the long game too. And so what happens is we can categorize the different type of women that we deal with. And if we're dealing with a lady who, let's say, it's not the optimal choice, then like, we know that she don't have that much availability. Instead of saying like, I don't really want to deal with you right now, we could just play the long game with you. What's up? How you doing? Send a text message or whatever. Your situation is not optimal, but I like how you look. You thick. You got a nice booty or whatever. You cool to be around. But you're not going to get the preferential spot because you don't really qualify for all that. And women do it too. So, hey, but at any point that you start demanding more from me than what I think you can give, then it's just easy for me to deal with you, right? And that's what she said was not rude if that's how she put it. But again, when you're a single mom and guys do date, and the first date you feel like it's iffy, that categorization has just happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ladies got to understand that because, hey, yeah, you can still be useful in certain men's lives by being a single mom. It don't always have to be sex. A guy can reach out to you because he wants somebody to text too. The same way like you want somebody to text and I'd be interested. Guys play the same thing too. What's up? How you doing? I like your stories. What you got on? We can also pass the time. Women are not the only people that pass time on WhatsApp or on text messages. Men also pass time with women. Even if you're attractive, even if we feel like it's not going nowhere right now, we can definitely enjoy some text messages, some memes. You know what I mean? Send me an audio, voice message, all that stuff. All right?
I won't lie to you, sis, yeah. I need a man with a couple kids, couple baby mums. couple marriages under his belt. You know, I need a man with experience. Yeah, because I'm a woman with experience. I think I'm really gonna struggle to be with a man that's like not a dad. I mean, it's not impossible. I know there can be men that are like really mature, but like, especially, okay, hold on, let's backtrack. Especially if he has no kids, never lived with his partner, and his longest relationship was like a year, 2 years max, and the guy is almost 40. That is not a man for me. I'm sorry. I need someone that's had relationship experience. Like, fair enough if you didn't get married, but oh, you've been with your partner for like at least 5 years. Or like you had a kid together and didn't quite work out. I just need someone that's going to know how to like run a household with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to be a stay-at-home mum. I used to run the show, run the thing. So I need a man that knows how to slot into that. I don't want him to be learning for the first time, because I got kids, man. I got kids. My excuse for everything that I don't want to do, I got kids, man. I can't take that on. I got kids.
And that's the problem. Like, I've never had that experience, but I know a lot of guys who've been through that and don't want to go through it again with somebody who has kids. Like, again, she's a nice lady, very attractive, sophisticated. And she's been dating men that don't have kids or have never been through a situation. She's been married before. There are just not a lot of successful men, I feel. And it could be true that they are or not, but that's why you don't see men going to speed dating events or brunches and all of that. A man is just not really trying. If you don't have to get back involved in that, he won't. You know, running a household with a woman, taking care of kids and all that. A lot of guys have done that and divorced, and like they don't want to do it again or not ready to do it right now. Some guys who might want to do it, she doesn't want a guy that's a first timer, but like I said, it's just hard for, you know, women to basically, because, you know, hold on. It's just hard for a woman in her position. Like, she's a black woman. She's in the UK. Probably looking for a black man. I'm not sure. But guys, check her out. She's on Instagram. Nice lady. Subscribe, hit the bell. We out.